What do you need?
Oh, and the ghostly
Cemetery still
hunt
closed?
is...
They reopened it recently.
It sounds like
Take
I'm
care.
saying a very different word
Monsters.
there.
Hordes.
Very different word. Which, personally, I'll be honest, I don't really care. It's just I know some people get, you know, their... which phrasing do I want to go with? Okay, they pop a blood vessel and, you know, they're everywhere. At this, you know, at the hearing the word, but I honestly don't care.
Bites,
So,
scratches, bones crushed for the marrow. The work of ghouls.
I don't actually remember what I was saying. Tooth and claw marks, crushed bones. Someone was after the marrow. Looks like the work of ghouls. And that was there previously. Actually, noticed they had clogs. Also, random pile of bones. Vetala, a named ghoul. Looks different to a normal ghoul. I don't think they normally have those spikes on the back. Not an owl ghoul. No clue what it is. But apparently you get to cutscene first. Also, massive tear on its leg. Yep, talking ghoul, motherfucker.
Where are my manners?
I love how he's more disgusted by, you know, its that poor manners than anything else. So I could just try and kill it here, but I'm gonna be a nice guy and just say, not one that talks. Because I think, you know, that's, you know, a fair response, in all honesty. Plus, like, I would kind of like to find out more about a talking ghoul. Because, you know, basically, you know, they're seen as, you know, based, as far as I've seen them so far, they've basically been like zombies. Well, this one is capable of talking.
Found some human corpses.
And here, they don't eat live corpses. They don't eat people, like living people. They, you know, they just rob graves. So, you know, as long as they stick to, you know, basically eating leftovers, to put it callously, you know, they don't seem too dangerous. Plus, again, I would like to find out more about a talking ghoul. That seems pretty interesting.
And sneak about. Whoever's in their way, they kill.
And your group leaves them alone?
With the taste.
Apparently, elves taste terrible.
And they bring us food.
What do you expect? They're pointy-eared hippies. What do you expect? And then I'm kind of fucking with Vetala's AI here. Did I say pointy-eared or pointy-haired? I don't remember anymore. Started messing with the AI a bit, trying to talk to him. Or it. Do ghouls even have a gender? Or a sex? Whatever. But I actually end up noticing this. Where it actually despawns. It burrows down, maybe into that little crypt-ish thing. It's not quite a coffin, it's not quite a crypt or a tomb. It's like some combination, you know, some like mini crypt, mini tomb. Baby's first crypt. Sorry. And here's another spot I think I remember of, you know, stopping flagging the video because I was paranoid about how I sounded. I feel much better now, as you may have gathered, but then, not so much. I probably should have been recording even less than I am, should be now. Like, you know how I said I was sounding off. I felt off right now. Also, I do like the light blue on that gnome or dwarf's armor.
What do you seek here,
I'm not sure.
Murderers.
I think they're slightly shorter than a dwarf,
It's inhabited by a criminal race.
I don't know.
We fight to
You know, they
survive.
could just be short arms. Who
Humans
knows?
only comprehend
Um,
force, and thus
Also,
we
criminal
taught.
race. Keep
I
that
doubt
comment
they'll
in
live
mind for the
You
next session.
threaten us, Dwan, but
Um,
no. 6 ape people, including women and children, remain inside the crypt. With
basically,
them,
another SkyTel member
kill us, and you'll never reach them in time.
makes
Kill them,
comments.
and we'll be
Okay, I'll
fine.
say it here. They claim that they're for equality for everyone, including humans, even though they see them as lower than cows, or barely above cows. And they're saying that they're like a criminal race. Yes, that certainly sounds like someone who wants equality for them. And here I think I was saying, unless this was just me flagging the videos, I think I've heard shit like that from people in real life. That wasn't referring to, dwarves and elves, or humans. Well, dwarves, elves, humans kind of thing. It was in a different thing. But yeah. People be whack, yo. Also, remember how I was saying earlier that someone, declared, as I'm probably going to be leaving it in, but declared Azar Javed to be a white guy and dismissed him as such. I said this on my Twitter, so I don't see why I shouldn't say it here. It's like, voice my opinion in one place and hide it elsewhere. See no point. Apparently they're still going on about that. Like, the idea that there's only there's no one of dark skin color in Witcher games, even though they are.
You saved us from certain death.
Yeah, man, they're
Thank you.
giving people
Elves left
they're
us to
kind
the
of
monster's
mocking,
mercy.
or
I'm
I don't
afraid
actually know the
your
word
friends are
for it,
dead.
but
We
they're
had terrible scrolls
basically
down
going
the corridors.
using that line of
Monsters
thinking
must have-
in reference to the new Witcher 3 game, the Witcher 3 expansion,
Thanks
Hearts
be
of
to
Stone or
Vetala,
Heart of
and
Stone
may
or
he be
something,
blessed.
where apparently people with darkest skin color, are in the game. But yeah, basically the point of what I'm getting at is a Muppet still being a Muppet. Like I said, Azar Javed may be many things, may have many things. One of them is melanin. Like, seriously. Obviously, that comment only really works with, say, have many things part. But you get what I'm saying. Like, if you want to talk about that thing, talk accurately. Such issues, like, such topics, if you're going to be, this goes for everything. But if they're going to be handled, they should be handled accurately and correctly. Don't be an idiot. Also, random gravier over there. But yeah, it's kind of bad when 19-year-old has to point out, when you're handling important issues, you might not want to be an idiot. Well, I'm actually gonna be 20 tomorrow. And by by tomorrow, it's actually today. If this gets released on Tuesday, the 20th of October. So, woohoo! It's currently Monday. It's 20 to 4. I'm gonna have to go to bed. I'm probably gonna have to finish recording this, re-recording this audio tomorrow. I'll probably stop at the hour mark. Again, I think I stopped to find the audio there. Either that or I was just, stopped to say something without moving, as I find some difficulty to, say, focus on what I'm saying if I'm still playing the game. Also, another random ghoul. Don't know where this thing spawned from, but I remember having some issue with, see that little weird pointy thing between its legs? Like, from that angle, it ends up looking very penis-like. Just, I don't know, something about it. Well, okay, I'll be honest, it's a triangle. It's a little pyramid dick. But just something about it just ended up looking just a little too phallic for my liking. just I'm worried YouTube will have a shit fit over it, you know? It's just, I'm a little over worried about that kind of thing. Like I said, probably another thing, though I don't know if they've gone live or not. Videos made public. Don't want that happening to this channel. It's, you know, I really, like, hold it dear. I don't want anything, you know, fucking me over on it. Or, you know, ruining the thing on me. So I'll be overly cautious to try and keep it safe. Even if it does, you know, end up being a pain in the arse, I prefer to be safe than sorry. I'm just going to take a quick swig of cola while I pass me to talks to Siegfried here.
I'm listening.
I dealt with the cemetery,
I'm actually
but
changing my chair is moving when me trying to open the bottle.
robbing graves and slaying anyone in their path.
Like I was facing the Mac, end up going 30 degrees.
They saved
And
the
I guess
humans thrown to the ghouls,
something like that.
but the murderers fled.
Yeah,
Eternal
actually,
fire, like a true knight.
that probably shouldn't
My wits
happen.
will catch the murderers.
I don't understand.
You saved innocence. No greater good could you have done. You deserve a bonus. I'm proud of you.
Oh yeah, I remember I read some diary entries here. I have a feeling Siegfried is starting to... okay, the knights led by Siegfried defeated Scoia'tael during the clash in the Golden Burial Ground. I have a feeling Siegfried is starting to see through his own misapprehensions. He has realized that killing monsters will not eliminate all the evil of this world. And his duties towards the Order sometimes force him to choose the greater of two evils. Don't know really where he got that from, but alright. I met Dandelion, who was supposed to always be my best friend. From what I've heard, Dandelion is on a word that's unpronounceable. Remember having going on a bit about it in my original recording here, but don't have the time now. Windbag, a buffoon and a wastrel, is also a womanizer with incredible talent for getting into trouble. At the same time, Dandelion is a truly talented artist, despite his tendency to wander the countryside and eke out a living through occasional performances. Also, I like the, people of the outskirts, the poor townsfolk. It's just, you get those little entries by shagging one person there. City life is a departure from the peaceful rhythms of the countryside. Here, the locals here are more confident. They know what they want. I found a detective's body. Someone killed him. Someone discovered I was working with him, and clearly didn't like that. They killed him and assumed his identity. I need to know why. Shani. During the party, Shani recounted her experiences during the Battle of Brenna, where she tended to the wounded. I feel like Shani's come to like me a lot. 1 second. Hey folks. For a fence in a tug, Taylor has surprisingly extensive contacts, not only with thieves, but also among the affluent. It has turned out Taylor is the chief of Temerian intelligence, and his fence disguise is simply one of many assumed personalities. For a moment there I was concerned that the game had glitched out and gave me intel from later on in the game, like Act 3, because that is actually true. He is actually chief of Temerian intelligence. Triss found me in the swamp where I lay unconscious after my clash with Azar Javed. She transported me to her house in the trade quarter and took care of me until I came around. Lying there awake, I overheard Triss gossip with her friend on the magic communicator, and I now know that other sorceresses are also interested in Salamandra. Vetala. Made a talking ghoul, a real freak in nature. You're willing to talk, Geralt. Come on. Then again, I suppose...
I need to save more.
I don't know where I was going with that. Never mind. It's also really interesting to read the lore books, because they actually explain how ghouls and all this kind of shite come into existence. Probably tempted in saying, oh, you can wait till it comes up in the episode, but now I'll tell you now. Basically what happens is... Okay, actually I was humming and hawing here about like, did I do a quest now? Or did I get it now, or is it next session and whatnot? It turns out I did it this session. So I won't actually talk, like I'll get the quest now, but I won't touch it till to a part where I don't have to re-record the audio. I came back and did a bit more after, you know, I recorded here. So anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, the lore where ghouls come from. It was the conjunction of spheres. Apparently, that's where like ghouls and monsters came from. They didn't exist, but then the conjunction of spheres happened and they came into existence. The elves claim that's where humans came from.
We must speak.
But the author was, no,
Toss her into the sewers again.
evil non-humans.
This is how it works.
But yeah, so who really knows? But it's an interesting idea regardless.
For you.
Like to gamble? I do.
Gamble?
I wager I can cut off your nose before you can sneeze again.
A little edgy today.
Geralt is taking none of your shit, mate.
I know the people with the salamander badge have long been after you. I know where they can be found. Deal
Seriously.
with them and your problems are over.
Like, why would you even try that? If you didn't notice there, like, weren't paying attention, basically the guy threatened to throw Geralt in the dungeon if he didn't do a task for him. Like, seriously, the guy has 2 swords and isn't stoned. Well, you have 1 sword and are incredibly stoned. As you'll actually find out later, I'm not sure if it's here or next session or what.
Why should I care?
But the guy's been awake for, like,
Destroy them. Take the information
5 days to a week.
Oh, and gather any drugs you find as evidence.
Where do I begin?
Yeah.
An informer spoke of a dealer called Angus who
That's
holds some powder. He works in the
He,
slums.
you know, he's not, they're not doing well.
Where he gets
Geralt
his
ended up actually concerned
He's
for
often
him,
at the tavern.
saying, you know, telling the poor bastard that he'll crash and all this stuff. So, yeah. I have to get up early tomorrow. Well, not that early, like, early for me. I have to get up by, like, midday. I suppose I could get up a little later, but still. Roughly about midday-ish. I have to get up by then, so I don't stay up too long tonight. But still, at least if I have the audio for 3 episodes done, then that's something. Then tomorrow, even during daytime, I could actually finish off the others. By the others, I mean 32 minutes of commentary. It wouldn't be too hard to pull off. I've only like less than a minute left here. Actually, 1 second. Okay, folks, I'm back. Out of my way, badass coming through. Also, I'm just pointing out that down there is where you turn in like the beast heads that from certain beasts you find, and whatnot. That's where the Royal Huntsman is. I won't be going to him till next session, and I won't be finding Bounty Board next session. So the Bounty Board is by the inn, which I will only be going to like on foot rather than via cutscene next session. There, got that done. So let's head back to Triss. And I'm just pointing out like the market here. There's merchants there, and sometimes like, there can be someone from the bookstore that will there'll be a book merchant there, but they seem to turn up kind of randomly. So it's almost better off to go to the person in the temple quarter. At least they're reliably, but they might not have as good a selection. Also, here's another segment where I, stopped to flag the video. But thankfully, there's no segments here where I stopped to say run to the bathroom and didn't pause the recording. At least none that I remember, shall we say.